Yes, so my name is Alex Kassan. I'm originally from Indy. I've kind of lived here all of my life. How did I get into this? I think I just saw a post on Instagram. I went to Butler University for undergrad, and they did a lot of work with Kepra and Dr. Jett, who is on faculty there, does a lot of work with Kepra as well. Um, I had just finished grad school, and I had finished grad school in Boston and moved back home to Indy, right, really in the midst of the pandemic because it's still going on, and was really just looking for community and was really looking for, wanted to be surrounded by Black people again and wanted to be surrounded by people who look like me and people who don't, and just feel sort of nurtured in that way. And wanted to learn how to grow my own food. And Growing Good at the Hood felt like a really good place to do that at. I think the older that I get, the more aware I am of what it means to be healthy, and my definition of health is ever evolving. I think I'm really aware of living in Indianapolis and how difficult it can be to access, to grow your own food, to access fruits and vegetables, especially if you don't have a car or don't have access to transportation. And I don't know, it just is something that I know my grandmother, who has since passed, always did her whole life. And it's a knowledge that I don't have, and a knowledge source that I wanted to tap into. And this felt like a really affirming place to get that education from. I just think no one's going to do it for us. And I think as someone who's introverted and really sort of likes being by myself, I'm learning how important it is to be intentional about reaching out to others and being in community with others. And I think Growing Good in the Hood is it's just right in the heart of Indianapolis. It's right in the heart of my community. It's right up the street from my mother's house. It's right up the street from my dad's house as well. And I just think it's located in my home, and it feels like home. And the people who are there, now that I've been a part of this group for a year, they kind of feel like home as well. So yeah, I think that's what makes it so important. My favorite moment was, I know the power of the garden. I know the power of the people that I'm interacting with, but we had a week where we did the bowls, and we just did, I can't remember if it was like happy yoga or what we were doing, but it ended up being this really cathartic space for people to share trauma and to share, we don't cease to exist once we step outside of the garden. We are, full formed beings, and we have our own lives outside of the time that we share together. And it was just a week where we got to share that, and we got to sort of lean on each other. And I think that showed me the totality of the impacts that this space can have. And I think it really showed me that this is more than just, putting some plants in the ground and hoping, or seeds, and hoping that they grow. It's more about like how we pour into each other and how we sort of work together. And I don't know, that was just a really special week. I've kind of felt it in the air. It was really magical. I learned that it's something I can do. I think we believe the stories that we tell ourselves. And I just always told myself that, growing your own food, I've always told myself I don't have the green thumb. I can't really keep plants alive. I can't really, still can't keep plants alive. But I just think I've learned that I'm capable, and I've learned that I don't have to do it by myself. I've learned that there's power in community, and that there's power in learning from other people. And yeah, I think that's the most important thing. And I think I've just also learned that that help isn't far away. You just have to ask for it. And that seems very simple, but I think that's something I needed to learn. Yeah. Yeah.